Well, there's been some developments since yesterday. Now, I always said to myself, don't ever try and be first to get a story. What did I do yesterday? Failed and did just that. Anyway, pretty sure at the time that the name of the presenter that I've named was going to come out. However, because obviously the BBC knew the developments that were happening quite fast behind the scenes, they changed their mind. They're always ahead of the public, as you know. Now, up until that point, what we knew was a person at the age of 17 had sent and received pictures from a BBC presenter for cash, by the way. So that is not just a crime, because you're not allowed to send or receive pictures of a nude effect, right, under the age of 18. And if money's involved, I believe that's coercion, but don't quote me. However, everybody was coming out and saying it wasn't me, but a few people hadn't, and the person I'd said I was pretty sure it was yesterday, right, has not denied it. Their social media accounts, some of them are quiet, some of them have been closed down, and other people have named, not named, but has said that this person was at certain events, and they were at these events. But I can't name it now, because until they actually name them, I'm legally not allowed to. Which is why that video went and disappeared yesterday. Which pissed me off, actually. Anyway. So the story goes something like this. In between the ages of 17 and 20, pictures were exchanged of a nude type. There's also pictures of this person shown up on social media. Some are saying they're fake, some are saying they're not. I had a look at it, didn't really look that fake. Anyway, whatever. So I've got somebody in front of me playing silly fuckers. Moving on. As I said, I thought it was going to get named yesterday. The parents had gone to the BBC expecting something to get done. Nothing did. And I would have to say that I would have expected an investigation and the person to be pulled until that was done. Anyway, the person stayed in place right up until the parents went to the media, the Sun, yet still did not go to the police. So they pulled this person from prime time viewing, did that, fine, which they should have done before, and an investigation should have been put in place. Turns out that the police have said that they're not going to investigate. So that yesterday, after I put the video out, struck me as a touch odd. Now we know that the police have helped to cover up people like Savile and stuff like this, and others, by the way. However, I was thinking the person's going to get named because it says going to get named, but they didn't get named, and it turns out now that even though the parents stand by what they said, yet didn't go to the police, the kid that allegedly has a crack habit or got involved in crack because of the money exchanged from said presenter to him for nude pictures, right? And also, as I've said, that to send and receive pictures of a naked nature under the age of 18 is a crime, and to pay for them is also classed as coercion, I believe. But anyway, going back to, so there's now been a statement from this kid's lawyer saying it's a non-story, which would indicate why the police weren't going to investigate any further. I would suggest that if the parents had any evidence, they should have gone to the police. But it seems like that I'm going to guess that there's one of two things here. Either it never was a thing, right, and we've all fallen for another one of these stories, look over here, when it's happening over there, or this person has been paid to shut up. But we won't prove that. But at the moment, we won't get to know what the name of this person is, and probably not likely to if money's been exchanged, because money doesn't get exchanged unless there's a contract signed stipulating that person keeps their mouth shut forever. So that's it. But it's a lesson to me, don't try and be the first, because from what my indications were yesterday, we're about to name the person, and I thought, fuck it, we'll have a go at this. And they haven't now. Which can't lose you with a bit of egg on your face. I'm so fucking fairly sure it's that person. With all the indications and social media, everybody's pointed at the person. Can everybody be wrong? Well, possibly. Likely? Maybe not. I don't know. But there it is. So that's where we are at the moment. No further forward, really. And this one will go on and on and on. But just proves one thing, that the degenerates within the BBC have a lot of power. They have a lot of friends in positions of power, and they can pull a lot of strings to make stories and situations go away. Now, you can look at this another way. If it was a poor person, it'd have probably got done. But if it was a poor person, the parents probably wouldn't have gone to the papers about it. And if it was a poor person, they wouldn't have the money to pay somebody off. It would be a different situation. But it isn't. Now, what will happen to this person? Will they be reinstated? Will it all be kept quiet? Or will they be pensioned off? This is a good question. We won't know until it happens. But there it is. I shan't bother trying to be the first to the story again. But as far as I'm concerned, I still think it is that one. We'll see. See you in a bit.